I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
From the pen of author Roald Dahl to the motion picture screen comes a most unusual chocolate factory and the mysterious Candyman inside.
I'm so glad you could come. This is going to be such an exciting day.
Gene Wilder is the mythical Candyman, Willy Wonka, and he's opening his factory gates for 5 lucky children who find a golden ticket. Our hero, Charlie Bucket, wants his golden chance more than anyone.
Open it, Charlie. Let's see that golden ticket.
Wouldn't that be fantastic? It's not fair to raise his hope.
Never mind. Go on, open it, Charlie. I want to see that gold.
Stop it, Dad. I've got the same chance as anybody else, haven't I?
Eat your way through the chocolate room. Take a ride on the Burke-powered Wonkamobile. Float around the bubbly, fizzy lifting room. Sail down the chocolate river on the SS Wonkatania. Step on the Wonkavator and go through the roof. Destination, the scrumdiddly-yumptious world of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Rated G.
Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review, and this is another Patreon review, this time for Felix, who wanted my thoughts on Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And again, if anyone's ever interested in requesting pretty much any type of video, whether it be review, movie topic, whatever, you'd either send it directly to my PayPal. That link is down in the info box, or you can join my Patreon, and that link is down in the info box as well. If not, no worries, but if so, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now, Willy Wonka, I've seen this film since I was a kid. It still holds up. Never read the actual book, so I don't know all the differences. The Tim Burton remake, I like the visuals, but I don't like Johnny Depp. Trying to be fucking Michael Jackson, and then, or trying to be this weird fucking, hey, hello there, how you doing? Stop talking. I mean, that's really what Johnny Depp was like. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. Number one, you didn't need a remake. Number two, he was miscast. Number three, even if you hired Johnny Depp, I'm sorry, Tim Burton, that was the wrong way to approach that performance. I think he's the worst part of that fucking film. Like, Gene Wilder was so much better, easier to listen to with your fucking eardrums. And he is Willy Wonka. Gene Wilder is Willy Wonka. Sorry, Johnny. I like Johnny Depp in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas and other movies. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? Not for that fucking... It's kind of a piece of shit. Again, it's visually good looking, but I mean, it just... The Oompa Loompas, the way it was done there, with just the one guy just cloned. Here, it made it more interesting. There's all these weird, like, pumpkin-faced, weird hair. Made it even more part of that fantastical nature of it. I mean, who doesn't know the story? I always say that, but then I tell the story, for those who don't know. little kid Charlie that's with this family. They're so poor that most of the grandparents are on one bed. And meanwhile, Willy Wonka has all these golden tickets out there, these candy bars. He's like the most famous candy maker of ever. It shows each person getting the golden ticket. Charlie doesn't get it, but then he does get it, so he takes his grandpa and they go off, and him and a bunch of other kids, they get the guided tour. I don't know why I made Willy Wonka sound like he's down southern lockup. Welcome to hell. I'll go give you the guided tour. Maybe because there are elements that could make it seem like a horror movie. In fact, there are trailers and edits on YouTube where they turn this into a horror film, including added gore. Like with all the kids that get taken out, there's someone on YouTube that added a bunch of gore. Which is pretty funny, actually. And the reason it was just the way these kids get stopped is kind of creepy, but also their fault. And that's sort of the point of the film, is that these kids are either too greedy, or they're too fat, or they're... What's wrong with being too fat? Well, doctors would say you die. There's nothing wrong with being too fat, but there is something wrong with needing it so much that you're disregarding anybody and anything and everything else. So that's the difference, to be truthful about it. Being fat's not the problem. It's how you're approaching it, which is what this one kid does. He's told not to drink out of the fucking pool of chocolate, but that he does, and he falls in, and then gets his fucking ass stuck in the pipe, and then shot out like a rocket. Yet the Violet tells him, he tells her, don't eat the fucking gum. She does it because she's a fucking moron, greedy idiot. Violet, you turn violet, Violet. And she balloons up. Makes me think of Big Trouble in Little China. I don't think she's going to stop. I'm ready for her to fucking explode. And the Oompa Loompas fucking roll her out. She's a big ass watermelon. Let's see. You have the greedy girl that wants the gooses that lay the golden eggs. And then she fucking gets dropped down like a bad habit. You have the little kid, which G Wild always does shit. Hey, I can't hear you too well. No, you need to speak up well, kid. You know, you should open your mouth a bit more when you speak. Let's say like Willy Wonka, even though these are little kids, I like that he's a little bit of a troll to them. Like, he gives them shit, but does it in a way so that he's still likable. And you know, the songs are very catchy. I mean, you have the Pure Imagination song. You have the Oompa Loompa Doopity Dee, which is a lot better song than whatever the fuck songs they had in Tim Burton's film. That's another way where the remake failed so hard. The songs suck. Does anyone remember the fucking songs in the remake? But we still remember Pure Imagination. The trailers to Ready Player One, that Steven Spielberg film, used that song. Pure Imagination. So the songs are catchy. It's an imaginative film. I don't know how much is from the book. I'm guessing a lot. But I mean, the fact that you have gums that you eat or you chew on, it gives you the entire meal. A wallpaper that you can lick and taste the actual flavor of it. Certain candy you eat and it'll make you rise up. Actually, it wasn't candy, it was something they drank. Charlie's grandpa, they drank it. Almost got cut to bits in the fucking fan. Guess no safety precautions there. If they didn't know how to burp, or that's what to do, they would have been in the pieces. You have the everlasting gobstoppers. And great, I don't eat much candy nowadays, but you know, as a kid, like a lot of people, we did eat a lot of candy and brought a little bit of that fun imagination of what if you were in a candy factory. And Gene Wilder, again, he's trollish at times, but he's still very likable, such an interesting character. Like when the kid gets stuck in the pipe, it's like, the suspense is terrible. I hope it'll last. Or how he trolls, it's like, you did nothing, you did nothing. But Charlie does the right thing. It's like, hey, you made it, you did it, you won. And they're in the phone booth type of thing, flying around. Ends on a sweet note. Granted, Willy Wonka could be part psychopath. Because there are moments when they're in the tunnel, the weird ass tunnel. I don't even know what. He's talking about, oh, which the way the river's flowing, it's a hurricane blowing. Just goes fucking apeshit. Like he's ready to murder people. He's psychotic break. He's ready to snap. This is where he snaps, crackle, and pops people's fingers into other people's assholes. But that doesn't happen. I mean, this is one of those films, like, what more can I say? You know, Charlie, the kid, did a good job. I think the grandpa, he came out more natural than the grandpa in the remake. All the kids did their jobs well, what they were supposed to do. It has almost a dark edge at times, but doesn't go so far past that it becomes such a tonal shift that it, like, is this a different movie? What movie is this now? And Gene Wilder, I miss Gene Wilder. I mean, whether it be from Young Frankenstein, Blazing Saddles, I first saw him in his work with Richard Pryor. Like, the very first time I saw Gene Wilder is one of my favorite comedies, See No Evil, Hear No Evil, with Richard Pryor. I reviewed that film on the channel. Maybe even more than once, but at least once. I love that film. It's literally one of my favorite comedies. I love See No Evil, Hear No Evil. And so, when I get to this, I mean, I try to find out the best way to say it. Like, Gene Wilder brought a sense of combat timing. He was a professional to his craft, but a lot of times just brought a sense of likability to his character. And I can't really think of a bad performance he's done of the films I've seen. I did not like Another You, which is one of his last films, but that's... Richard Pryor was very far gone with his affliction. The script, the direction was piss poor in that. Gene Wilder couldn't save it. But yeah, the movie itself, this movie, it's a classic. It's a classic film. And if you haven't seen it, what are you waiting for? Definitely watch this over the remake. Fuck the remake. Remake sucks. Some nice visuals, but the remake sucks in its songs, it sucks in its lead performance, and doesn't quite have the magic that this does. And Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory just has a better ring than Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Where's the book? I don't care. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory just sounds better than Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Just my opinion. But thanks for watching. Take care. Those Oompa Loompas are weird motherfuckers. They probably have some fucking weird orgies that we don't know about. Not that I want to know about, but you never know behind the scenes. Doing some Oompa Loompas on each other 69 times or something, but that's a different story. Maybe for a belated sequel. That will never happen, thank God. But thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.